Hi there, I'm Rebecca. I would definitely recommend others to watch the documentary Children Full of Life um, because of the messages the teacher, Mr. Cadivori, teaches his students. Um, he, as a teacher and mentor to these kids, have a great responsibility. He teaches them to understand themselves and to understand each other and their peers. It is pretty much hard to understand yourself, so for a grade 4 classroom to learn how to learn those skills, it's, it's pretty rewarding again, I think. Um, he teaches many different things in this video. My favorite was when he says, empathy is the greatest feeling, and then he quotes, let people live in your heart. And that's very hard for adults to even do, let others in and empathize with their feelings and how they cope with situations and stuff. So let alone grade 4 children, it's amazing to see that they did succeed at sharing their emotions with the class and writing them down in journals. Another thing is that they sympathized with each other. It's greater to empathize with your peers. It creates a bond that they can share with each other and make the feelings that they felt or how they coped with the situation or just how they got through everything with their emotions and what actually happened with the situation. They sympathized with the other students that had a tragedy happen with the loss of a family member. I going and visiting and bringing snacks to the young boy, or writing messages, positive, happy messages to the person who lost a family member, and it's just nice to see that they cared to make him happy again and try to get him on a positive note instead of being sad for losing his dad. It's good knowing that you're not alone dealing with other situations, so you're not the only one going through it. He also teaches courage. A student was in trouble, but there was a big event happening, and one of the students stood up for the other student that got in trouble and said, you know what, yeah, he did that and did something wrong, but in the end he needs to participate because he worked really hard on the project. And the teacher was very amazed with how they stood up for the other student to the teacher. It wasn't in any kind of disrespectful way. They actually had a lot of respect, and they said please, and they begged. And it was nice to see that they would stand up for what they believe in. Some of the students couldn't share. Once one student shared what happened to their grandmother, who I believe passed, I forget. There was other students that came up and was able to finally talk about what happened to them. There was a young girl who lost her father at 3 years old, and she remembered everything, and she couldn't talk to anyone about it. But because she heard her other peers talk about what happened to them, she was able to let everything out. And it's not good to hold everything inside and bottle it up, especially as a child. So it's good that she was able to talk with her peers and let it out, and again, they empathize and sympathize with each other. In the end of the video, they joined all together and went into the playground and wrote a huge message in the sand, big enough for the new angels to see. For example, the boy's grandmother and the little girl's father, and now the boy's father who passed. So all the family members up in heaven were able to read it because it was really big in the playground, written in it, and it was nice to see that they all joined together to make that happen and to make those students feel really happy about themselves and to give them a bit of closure. I found the video very moving and amazing to know how a child's mind actually works and what they can learn so easily by the teachers / mentors who are in their lives. They can end up being their role model or their inspiration in life, or just giving them the advice that they need to move on and move forward. And I think that's a great responsibility for any kind of adult to have over a child. So yeah, no, I would definitely recommend this video. It was really nice to watch, and it was different. It wasn't serious, it wasn't boring. It was relevant to our kind of day and age. A lot of kids go through these kind of things, and it was nice to see that it was from the primary source. The teacher was talking to us, the students were talking, we got it firsthand. So, yeah, thank you.